This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
Now, when you teased earlier that you wanted to talk about Nick Cannon, I was like, nobody cares about Nick Cannon. But now that I'm doing my research, this is the most interesting storyline.
Okay, so he's expecting his 7th child. When I read this, I was like, oh, he must have lost one of the twins, because I had heard that he was expecting his 2nd set of twins after Mariah. No, this is another baby. So he just recently had the twins. Well, he didn't.
But this is with his new girlfriend.
Yes. He had his 2nd set of twins. He had a daughter born in December 2020. And then now this is going to be the 4th in the last 6 months. This is during a pandemic. Somebody needs to give him a ticket because he was not following the social distancing rules.
He's always a part of the maternity photo shoots, I've noticed, and I've never seen that before. Have you? Like, he's always involved. Do you think it's because he's like, I want to be there?
Yeah, I guess.
He loves kids.
Think how much gas he's going through getting from location to location.
I laughed really hard at your tweet that you wrote this morning. Can you say it?
Just said that it turns out Nick Cannon has just finished unwrapping his Father's Day gifts. That guy's getting spoiled.
How is he going to remember all of his kids' names?
No.
Do you think that his friends have just given up on giving him baby gifts too? They're like, you already have everything.
Or like the gender reveal, be like, no thanks, man. Just tell me. Can you, and don't even call. Just shoot me a text at this point.
Okay, there are so many funny Nick Cannon tweets today. If you just search Nick Cannon, comedy. This one here is a woman walking with like 6 plates full of food. And it's titled, Me Crashing All of Nick Cannon's Baby Shower So I Can Eat Until 2023.
Yeah.
Play 107.
This video went viral yesterday. You probably saw it on social media. NFL player Karl Nassib of the Las Vegas Raiders made history by announcing he's gay. He's the first active player to come out publicly in league history. He also added that he's donating $100,000 to the Trevor Project, which is an organization for suicide prevention for LGBTQ plus youth, and promised to continue to advocate. I really hope that this helps encourage others to speak their truth. His smile when he announced it, it looked like a weight lifted off of his shoulder. So hopefully one day being yourself won't be breaking news and have to go viral. That will just be the norm.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I think that's a huge step and I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, awesome for any young gay athletes as well to look ahead. And sometimes all it takes is to see someone that you can relate with who's made it. And so here we are.
Well, and it's so nice to see the support from the NFL community as well.
I heard one of the sportscasters say last night, and I thought it really rung true. It's in moments like this we've seen how far we've come, and yet you'll still see how far we have to come.
Yep.
Because of this announcement as well.
Oh, I haven't even opened the comment sections. I refuse.
Yeah.
I just see the video of him and his smile, and it's so
take
great.
It all in, yeah.
Tell me something good.
My story is about a grandma who just turned 90. They asked her what she wanted to do for her birthday, and she said she wanted a princess party. And they said, no, seriously, Grandma, what do you want to do for your party? And she said, I want a princess-themed birthday party.
Give it to her.
They did. From the throne to the tutu to the cake to the balloons, all princess-themed. She is adorable and having the best time ever at it.
Tell me something good.
So there is a pic that has gone viral. And it's because people are so torn on whether they agree with what's going on in it or they think it's a little bit ridiculous. I mean, I guess I can see both sides, but let me explain it. It is a mom with her 3 sons, and she is...
How old are they? Ish. Little.
1, 4, and 5.
Okay.
And she is carrying a sign with her.
Now, it's one of those signs that you see at like chapters that you can buy, and it's like a blackboard, and you can put in the little white letters and switch up what it says.
I think it's called a letter board.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, you might have needed to explain. People might not have known.
But now they can visualize it, right?
Totally. And it says, into the woods we go, because kids won't remember their best day of television. Solid advice, I suppose.
I know, man. TGIF was pretty awesome. Like, I have distinct memories
of your best day of television watching?
Oh, like chugging Coca-Cola.
Right.
Stealing extra Coca-Colas behind my parents' back, eating all the snacks, watching everything. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, into Boy Meets World. Those are great days, and I remember them.
Sure, but I would suppose, as far as like health for the soul goes, a walk in the woods with your family is probably better for you than chugging Coke and watching TV all day.
Okay, let me think of a different memory. Zaboomafoo, the Krat brothers, Krat's Creatures, Wild Krats. They had several television shows where I learned a lot about nature. Wishbone was great. I learned a lot about history.
No, okay.
Well,
no, there's a place for television.
Oh,
but
yeah.
There's also a place for good walks in the woods. So I get it. Some of the comments, though, not so sure. Like this guy says, something about seeing a manufactured Instagram moment about disengaging from technology feels really dirty.
Because she's putting it on technology?
A lot of people also wondering what she's going to do with the sign. Because it's a fairly big sign. Like, is she going to lug that thing around the woods?
I feel bad for this woman in a sense. Like, all she's trying to do, she knows her algorithm. She knows what she wants. Her aesthetic on her Instagram, it is what it is. Who cares?
A little bit chuggy. People are really torn about this, too. A lot are saying, oh my God, I can't believe you're shaming this mom for just getting outside with her kids and like trying to promote a healthy message about outdoor life. But then people are also saying, her holding the sign saying kids won't remember their best day of television is actually shaming other parents that aren't able to get their kids outside as much and like kind of need the TV to almost be a babysitter. So did she start the shaming?
That's a really good question. That's like, it's kind of a trick question.
Honestly, at the end of the day, you hope she doesn't get Lyme disease. She's wearing shorts in the woods.
You know what? I think about that often. Whenever I see people frolicking in tall grass, I'm like, there's a tick on you.
Yeah. So I guess we can agree on that.
A107.
Throwback Theater.
Hi, it's Andy.
Andy, name this movie. Action.
Here it is.
It's pink.
Oh, and it's scented. I think it gives it a little something extra, don't you think?
I'm going with Legally Blonde.
Hey!
Hey, that is correct.
The wiener.
You're the wiener.
Yay!
Yeah, you just won a prize pack to Landmark Theater.
You guys are the best.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. You are just blown away by how they have the area set up where you get treats from, eh?
Yep. So I've been to the Landmark Cinema before. There's one in St. Albert. I went there with my niece and nephew a while back. But no, I checked out the newer location in Tamarack. Their pop machine, you just hold your phone up. There's a little barcode. You scan it. And you choose what pop you want on your actual phone. You don't touch buttons on the machine. So it's way cleaner for you if you're somebody that is more of like a clean freak. You don't want to touch things.
Totally.
Germaphobe. And it's so aesthetically pleasing when you walk in. They have all of their popcorn laid out nicely in this like heated area to the right. You just open up. It looks like a fridge, but it's hot inside.
Right.
Grab your popcorn. All of their candy is like color coordinated. They have healthy treats in there. I just think it's such a great experience. So I'm excited for people to get back into those seats and watch some good movies.
Well, it's interesting with this last year and a half about how like a lot of places have had to pivot and just be more conscious with their decisions on things like social distancing and, you know, surfaces that not everybody's touching, you know, and all of these things. And you look at like they've implemented them and now we get to benefit from them because it's just going to mean, in my opinion, every year there's going to be less issues with common colds and flus.
Yeah, you're not touching knee to knee with a stranger in these movie theaters.
And
it's so awesome.
And as Andy would say about that,
Yay!
so we suggested that maybe today's the day to go and look for a kiddie pool to save you for this upcoming weekend where we might see temps as high as like 35 degrees on Sunday, they're predicting.
And then we said, if you're going somewhere and you can see that there's a bunch of kiddie pools available, hit us up so we can inform our listeners. And Jordana did exactly that. She's literally at Walmart right now in Tamarack and sent a screenshot. There's about 20 kiddie pools. They're under $10 and they're decently big. She said they also have a 10-foot family pool for $30.
Awesome.
That sounds awesome.
Just worry about killing my grass with a pool that big and heavy. You know, I need to go with the kiddie
For
pool.
$30,
Yeah, I don't want to kill my lawn.
It's going to be 35 degrees this weekend. Your lawn's going to die regardless.
No, don't say something like that. 780-784-7107. We got a text about if the kiddie pools are sold out. You could always look at the pet store as they have doggy pools that are about the same size, a little bit more expensive likely, because everything in pet stores, the price is just ridiculous.
So thank you, Jen, for that hack. I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures. If they are running out of them everywhere, go to the pet store.
Yeah. The pet store will be like, hey, do you want this pig hoof that we were going to throw out anyway? $65. And people are like, yeah, I'll pay. I love my dog.
Anything for my pet.
780-784-7107. You have a suggestion. If you can't find a slip and slide, what do?
Do it redneck style. You go and you get a roll of poly from Home Depot, cover it with some Blue Dawn dish soap because it's okay for the environment. Not
Blue
the
Dawn
best,
for
but
sure,
better.
though. The one, it has to have a duck on it.
Yep.
Absolutely. And then a hose.
That's
Homemade
it.
redneck slip inside. And it can be as long and as wide as you want.
And how much does poly go for? Like, if I wanted to make, let's say, a 20-foot slip and slide, like a fairly long one, $100, could that get it done?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
I mean, I have a roll of poly. I can sell off chunks and
Start a business.
Inside-
Side hustle.
absolutely. You know, when it's hot out, you got to cool down.
Eddie, call it your slip and slide hustle.
It's a slide hustle.
Sorry, slide hustle. That's way better.
Those are both funny. Thank you so much, Melissa.
You're welcome.
Lisa.
On Play 107.
About a week ago, maybe a little more than that, a story surfaced about a global reporter who had their pride flag taken down and stolen. And like even the pole was broken. And she was just really disgruntled. She caught it on her doorbell camera.
It seems like everybody has a camera now, so it still baffles me that people are doing that kind of stuff.
Right. And
They did get the license plate. The neighbors also had a camera that got an angle that showed that.
So I watched the video and was just really rattled by it and decided rather than going on a rant about people that do this, that I would just try to counter it with support and love for the LGBTQ community instead. So I got myself a big pride flag and challenged our listeners to do the same and said for every one that gets taken down, let's just make sure at least 2 more are going up. And I just came across a story. It was sent to me yesterday that some pride flags were taken from outside Northeast Edmonton at a home there. And then they were burned, and the flag poles, or like they were smaller flags, so the sticks, I guess, were thrown back on the entrance of the home. And it's just disgusting. And again, because I committed to this concept rather than going on a rant about what a useless person you are for making somebody not feel welcome, for, you know, hanging something so lovely and supporting. Let's stay with the plan that we had and make sure more go up. So if you have time today, if not, you know, in the next couple days, do your best to hit a place up that has a pride flag, get one, and hang it proudly to support the community.
Ryder and Lisa.
On Play 107.
Apparently, social anxiety has never been higher because a lot of people are getting used to the idea that they may have to do things like small talk again.
Yeah, it's been a year and a half. Like even talking to a server, you get nervous. You're like, where do I look? What do I say? Everybody's going to be nervous. So first of all, I just want to say that don't worry about what you're saying. It's going to be okay. Just breathe through it. But I came up with a list of things that I think will help people if they do have a bit of anxiety when it comes to small talk. Do you want to play along with me?
Sure.
You'll be my guinea pig?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, let's try it.
So first and foremost, you want to start with maintaining good eye contact.
Okay.
Okay, but don't stare. Okay.
I don't know how.
So you're going to start the conversation. Let's say we're standing near the food with a compliment. Hey, I haven't seen you in so long.
Hey, it's been so long since I've seen your mouth. You without your mask.
Okay.
It's nice. You have a nice mouth.
Thank you.
How was that?
It was okay.
Okay.
I would have maybe went with something I'm wearing or like a jacket you like.
So you're still only wearing black clothes. Is that...
Next, you'd maybe ask about their family. How's your family doing? Haven't seen them. Are they good?
Yeah. Your family. Are your sisters still babylicious?
All right.
That wasn't great.
Since we are standing near the spread of food,
okay,
maybe talk about the food. Everybody loves talking about food.
Yeah, that's true. So, like, how many pizza pops do you think you could eat in one sitting?
All right. And now, this is definitely crucial.
Okay.
I learned this from a professional, that if you struggle and it gets awkward, there's that weird silence where nobody really knows what to say. This seems to be the case right now. You always circle back to something that was working in the conversation.
Okay. So, about your sisters.
Okay.
No?
Lot of work to do still.
Okay. And there's a new trend where people are trying to speak while breathing in through their nose. And apparently it's quite difficult. Do you want to take a run at this, Lisa?
I'm nervous now that I'm really thinking about it.
I know.
If you're listening right now, are you also trying it? Hey. Hold on. Hold on. How do I do it? Hello.
No.
Hello. Oh, it's so hard. Try it. Ew. Ryder has a deviated septum, so this is hard for him.
99.
No, wait.
99.
Breathe in like you're sniffing a flower, but saying hi at the same time. Wait, hold on. I think I got it. I think I got it. No, that's breathing through my mouth. It's so hard.
Oh, nasty. Blow your nose.
107.
Okay, I have made a discovery that men's razors work better than women's razors. So I know this because I used your razor on my legs.
No, I use that on my face.
Yeah.
No wonder. I felt like I was going to cut my head when I was shaving my head the other day. And I was like, this thing's super dull. But after shaving
my thighs,
snuffleupagus legs over there. Joined by Realtor Khal Moustarah from Maxwell Progressive. Why is right now such a unique time in real estate?
The market pretty much is the craziest I've seen in a decade. The inventory is incredibly low, and at the same time, the interest rates are really low. So you're getting a lot of buyers in the market and not enough homes for them to buy. So whenever anything comes up, it's honestly very likely that it's gone within a week, and it's gone within multiple offers as well. And a lot of sellers are getting list price or more most of the time.
Yeah, I had a buddy who just sold a house, and it was 15 or 16,000 over asking, and he's like, I was going to do renovations and stuff in hopes to get what I got, and I didn't do the renovations.
Not even worth it, honestly. Not even worth putting the physical dollars in when you can just list it and get them.
What are some key things to think about if our listeners are looking for a home?
Basically, you want to do a deep dive into your personality and into your lifestyle. You want to think, where am I going to be in 5 years? What matches, how I live? Like, are you more of an outside person? Do you spend a lot of time in the kitchen? Are you a gardener? Are you a gamer? How is this going to fit into your life?
How long have you been in this industry for, Cal?
So as of October, it will be my 8th year.
Whoa.
Awesome. And like you said, the market's never been quite like it is right now.
I bet.
If you're considering selling a house, is now the time to pull the pin?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they just came out with the stats. Basically, the average days on market is 27 days versus 60 days last year this time. So huge drop.
I know a lot of people will try and usually end up going to a realtor, but try to sell or buy a house themselves. Why is it important to use a realtor?
At the end of the day, it just comes down to having somebody who's obviously taking your life and your emotions into consideration, but also a neutral voice, and then also the experience of where to price your home. I know a lot of people have tried. They don't quite know where to price it. They go a little bit too high, and then as a result, sitting on the market for a while, and it does more damage than it helps. And once those negotiations get going, it could be an emotional process. So it's just nice to have a professional who's done this many times, in your corner.
Totally. And think of how much less stress that is on you. If you're trying to take it on yourself, having a professional that you trust who knows your best, has your best interests in mind, that's the key.
And another important factor is the other side has a professional, right? So it's kind of nice to arm yourself with that.
For sure. And I guess when houses are moving off the market so quickly, you need somebody who's going to know how to move quick. Instead of like, I better read chapter 3 on this book on how to sell this house. Like,
oh, yeah, you may lose those buyers and they may go somewhere else.
Should our listeners get pre-approved for a mortgage before even going out to look?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. This market as well, especially if you're going to get into multiple offers, it's pretty likely that a seller is going to ask that question. They're going to say, are your buyers pre-approved? Can we see proof of that?
Cal, where can people find you if they have any questions?
They can reach me at 780-266-3696 or KalMoustarah.com or my Instagram handle as well, YEGCal.
And that's KHAL.
There you go.
There's your new jingle.
I love it.
just Lisa and I yell it.
Yeah, getting all excited.
Well, big ups on being part of it. One of the industries that is charging and fueling the economy right now.
Totally.
We appreciate you supporting our industry as well and our station specifically. So good doing business with you.
Awesome doing business with you as well.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.